Hey everybody, it's your boy Nate here, and you are watching the Legacy Sports channel. Welcome to the show. Hope you guys are having a great week and enjoyed your 4th of July weekend. Hopefully you had some good drink and barbecue, and hopefully you guys didn't get too crazy with the fireworks. There were a few accidents in my neck of the woods, but fortunately, everyone is okay for the most part. Anyway, let's get to this video. A question popped in my mind over the last couple days involving the GOAT debate. Is it generational? Now, speaking for me personally, speaking for myself, as far as who I think is the GOAT in basketball, for me, it's Jordan. Logically, between all the accolades, his statistics, the number of MVPs he's won, as well as his dominance on the court during the regular season and when it mattered in the playoffs, winning 6 championships and being undefeated in the NBA Finals, it's hard to argue against him as being the GOAT. So, me personally, Michael Jordan is my GOAT. But for others, that might not necessarily be the case. Myself, a 90s baby, I'd say I'm on the younger edge of the millennial generation, but there's quite a few millennials and an even bigger amount of Gen Zers who'd go on to consider LeBron as their GOAT, which is quite interesting. Growing up, I recall on numerous occasions, whether it would be at the barbershop or at family gatherings or just gatherings in general or cookouts, it would descend into chaos anytime a younger person would mention who their GOAT was. I remember at a anniversary party that I went to as a kid, childhood friend of mine, we were all at the dinner table. It was a mix of people, mostly young kids and older men. And one of my friends at the time believed that LeBron James was better than Kobe Bryant. Now, this is probably like, I would venture to say, probably like in the early 2010s, late 2010s, early 2010s. And let me tell you something, the older folk, they were not having it. It descended into chaos after that. And it got even worse after one of my friends even went on to say that he thought LeBron was better than Jordan. And I've seen that, as far as individuals who tend to choose LeBron as their GOAT, they tend to skew a lot younger. Now, logically speaking, when it comes to the accolades, accomplishments, obviously Jordan's the GOAT. That's my opinion. I put Jordan at number 1, and LeBron is not too far from him in my opinion. I put LeBron right behind him at number 2, and then the rest 3 through 10, it could really go either way. But as far as like ability, I think top 2 is Jordan and then LeBron. But I do notice this divide in who basketball fans decide or choose as their GOAT tends to be a lot more generational. I've known some family friends who have even gone to see Michael Jordan play at the Garden back in the 90s, and they're as passionate as ever when this debate comes up. Especially like the age 38 to like 60 demographic. Jordan's the GOAT. So it's interesting to see, you know, why the younger generation tends to go with LeBron versus Jordan. Even like my nephews, for example. I don't know, maybe it's a generational thing, or could it be a difference in the way the game is played? And then also too, there's been quite a significant amount of time since when LeBron was playing in his prime versus when Jordan was playing in his prime. The game has changed considerably since then. It's a lot less physical and more finesse based, a lot more speed, ball movement, shooting. So in my honest opinion, yeah, I think Jordan's the GOAT, but it is difficult to compare the two eras, because the way basketball is played now versus back then is so much more different. And it's not possible to really gauge how, you know, one player would fare in one period of time versus the other. And so, to be fair, I don't hate on them too much for claiming that LeBron's the GOAT, because I don't really think that argument that, you know, just because a player is undefeated in the finals means they're the best ever. I mean, even some fans of boxing don't use that as a metric. There are many boxing fans who will say Mike Tyson's the greatest of all time, or Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time over Floyd Mayweather, even though Mayweather is undefeated. So it's not as black and white as some would think. But one thing I do notice when it comes to people who are adamant about whether it's LeBron who's the GOAT or Jordan is the GOAT, I do notice a generational divide. And sometimes I ask myself if this narrative will change over time, as the current generation of millennials and Gen Zers starts to go up in age. If the narrative will ever shift to LeBron being the greatest, will he have a Netflix documentary to help push that narrative? Who knows? But yeah, it's been funny seeing over the course of my time watching basketball, like the arguments that would transpire between people as far as this debate is concerned, and how 9 times out of 10, the person who's arguing for Jordan being the GOAT is a lot older than the person who's arguing for LeBron being the GOAT. I don't know. Maybe it's just a one-off observation or an anecdote that I've seen. I'm curious to see what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys notice that this GOAT debate in basketball is generational? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And also, feel free to let me know your age and who you think is the GOAT in the NBA. As always, if you like this content and it resonates with you, subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more videos that I drop in the near future. Be sure to like this video for the algorithm, please. And I'll look forward to speaking to you again. This is Nate, and you've been watching the Legacy Sports channel. I'll see you all in the next one.